I'm ready for you, Sean. All right, let's see what the first question is. What is the percent of users who have added a favorite?
Let's get to work.
Oh, this seems straightforward, right? Okay, select count distinct actor.
So each row in the data set is a user. So let's match favorites add. And then right now we get like a rough estimate of 83% match rate.
Percentage of users. Oh, didn't get the right event name. It's favorites _add. Plural.
I could also go to the outcome plot and get a full counting of that. Compute the rate is 75%.
74.25%. That seems high. Is the answer on the back?
In barcode, it's actually pretty easy because we just have to go into outcome mode. It's going to fill in the rest of the data. So 74.3%. Yeah, that's right.
First one down. 45 seconds?
45 seconds. I think I could have gone even a little faster. That could have been like 10 seconds.
You got a more complimentary video angle than I did.
Oh, that's what you're going to blame it on?
All right, question 2. What is the average duration between opening search page and starting to watch a movie?
Let's match the search page. Go back to examples. So now we've matched all situations where users on a search page.
All right, so we're going to check that this works. So this user sign up homepage, search page, no watch start, so it's all null, like we'd expect. This user sign up homepage looks like 2256. We think that's their first watch start. See if Gemini helps me.
And then we can set the time to watch is going to be the duration between search page and watch start. And so now we have this nice column.
See, SQL just wasn't built for this kind of time series stuff.
I will write a sessionize query. So I'm just going to use Copilot to do that. Man, I can't imagine having to do this in SQL. That would suck.
This shouldn't be that hard, folks. Let's see.
So now it's going to be within sessions. Kind of waiting a long time for this. 1.83 hours doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? Oh, sorry. This is sequence duration. I need to use the column I made called time to watch. 1.43 minutes is final answer.
Last ditch effort. Come on, big money. Slow. Negative 43 days. That doesn't seem right. Should have got my cluster. Oh, here it is. 2 days, 8 hours, and 26 minutes. All right, look, these numbers aren't going to be pretty for me. I think this is a long-standing bug in Postgres.
Oh, this is pretty good. But then clearly, like since you didn't sessionize, this was wrong by default.
The question didn't ask to sessionize it. You could even diagnose that it needed sessionization. Versus I was just like 2 days, that's a lot. Something's going wrong here.
There's nothing like going from a query straight to a histogram to see what's going on.
That's true.
I think looking at a table isn't going to help you very much usually.
All right. Something easy, please.
What is the average number of viewed movie pages before starting to watch a movie? So I think it's got to be at least one.
I'm going to count the movie pages, and then I'll reset it when I watch a movie, and then I'll count the movie pages, reset it when I watch a movie.
Now, we want to only filter to people who actually started watching a movie, so we can match to the watch start people and filter matched. So that's going to find the people who had actually started watching a movie.
Okay, now I want to paste when name equals.
And the nice thing now is we can go to the plot view and plot the split count distribution. So this is going to get us the distribution, which is not the average, but it's kind of nice to be able to look at it. So yeah, like as I theorized, like most people, one movie page, some people 2, some people 3. You have these really indecisive people that got to look at 11 movies.
Maybe Google will help. Add a little floating point magic. Do my done dance. That was fast, but 0. Huh.
if we want to make this into something where we can get the mean in the plot view, it looks like 1.46 is the average. Yes.
We're getting closer, but we're running out of time. A little slower this time. Oh, still 0. What am I doing? All right. (81.3%). No, 0.813 pages. So I think mine is accurate. And in fact, I had to like use a lag to like pull up one of my data points to like get it into the math.
It's a lot easier to say that idea out loud than to write the SQL for it, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this clever thing.
You wrote all that in 10 minutes. That's amazing.
10 minutes. You know, honestly, I hope someone watches this and that they like put in the comments how I could have done these things like 10 times better.
Oh, for sure they will do that. Yeah.
And it just starts to feel like you're struggling just to get the basic answer, and then when you want to add these criteria of like exceptions or outliers like at the beginning or end, it just starts to get really complicated.
Oh, I see. This is actually still computing.
Yeah, so I'm like just trying to fill the time. But and what a luxury that you could actually think about the user experience and translate that into a query, whereas I'm like trying to keep my head above water. Got coffee to help me.
What is the percent of users visiting homepage for 3 consecutive weeks after signing up?
Oof. Okay.
Let's just start with the simpler version of the analysis. We're gonna match sign up, and then we're gonna match split the homepage visits.
So first I need the weeks from sign up in the data. So select actor, name, timestamp. Okay.
Time since sign up is going to be homepage.timestamp minus sign up time. So now you can see we have this nice variable which is capturing like it's a visit, it happened at this time, and it's a time since that other time in the at the start of the sequence.
Postgres date part. Number of weeks. Just copy in that code, you know? That's how you do it.
For week 0, we have 3,900 unique users, and then by week 2, we have 2,548, and then by week 3, it's 2,406. So if the time since sign up is between 7 days and 14 days, then it's 1, otherwise it's 0. And we have to aggregate that in some way, so we're gonna take the max of that. So if they ever had any visit in the second week, then that's gonna be a 1, otherwise it's gonna be a 0.
(53.3%).
So now I got this variable, which is that they were active the first week, second week, and third week, and it's a 1 or a 0. And in Motif, you can easily go to the plot interface, and we can take that 3-week all active and compute the mean, and I get 52.5%.
I basically figured out the number of weeks since sign up of these events and then just looked for week 1, week 2, and week 3, and I required all 3 of those.
It's kind of a subtle kind of retention analysis we had to do here, because it wasn't like a normal. I think of these as like cohort curves where you're trying to figure out how many people are active at each time step, but this is like all 3 weeks, which is a little different.
Every database handles dates differently, and I had to figure out how to like get the right week. I just had to look. I love that match split, the way it just like sort of unfolds your data around that event. And then you can do an operation and then like refold it back together. Last one. What % of visits to search page result in starting to watch a movie within 15 minutes without abandoning search and going to homepage in between?
Oh, God help you if you have to use SQL for this. It's hard not to think about Matt's life when he sees these things. I'm just going to burn through my time thinking about how to do this, and he's probably spending his time furiously thinking about like how to express this in SQL.
I'm going to do my min watch start again. So select actor, name, timestamp, min of case name.
But this is pretty straightforward in Motif. So we match people who were on the search page, and we can just filter matched. And then they're going to go to start watching a video.
Next watch starts in the future. Next watch start minus timestamp. This looks good. So now
people can search multiple times. So we're going to do match split. So what this is going to do is like find all the times when people were searching, not just the first time within the sequence.
Look how cocky I was. I didn't even run that query. This is right. Ooh, I'm sweating. It's getting tough.
Kind of a reasonable view for this, actually, to go to the barcode view. It's nice. These red things are where the user started watching, and we can kind of collapse that tag in between, and it gives you a nice visual indication of like how common the situation is.
54 seconds. Does this count against my time? Database time? One minute. I have to just go to the calculator.
Let's query more just to make sure we have all the data, and we see 37%. If we simplify the sequence to just searches and watches at the end, we get 37% is the answer, and I think that's my final answer.
Last one. All comes down to this. Keep drinking coffee. That'll help. Ooh. All right. 36.1.2%.
Complex funnel.
It got complex. I'll say that. I did start to get a little more confident toward the end.
I'm still amazed at how long these queries take to run.
I was rendering some things in the background.
I see. Mining Bitcoin.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, yeah.
What's the longest you've ever spent on a SQL query?
Oh God, days?
I was like, I thought about the, in the infomercial where there's like, there's got to be a better way. Like, you got to be the person, like, kind of doing the bad way of it.
Can we show all of mine in black and white where I'm just like, oh. I love the question mark on watch start that's like, and this is optional. Like, so we're getting both cases.
Yeah, it's a good way to think about like just getting a numerator and denominator count at in the same query,
yeah.
Which is really often what you want in SQL.
Yeah.
Like people who do this thing and then people who do this next thing afterward. And in Sol, you're kind of computing both things by default. I think probably my favorite part about this is that going straight into the visualizations and aggregation means that like you're not like group by and then aggregate in the query. You do it later, and it means that you can kind of like explore the raw data and the aggregated version of the data at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
So it seemed like a lot of those challenges took you a while, and obviously a little bit hindered by your tools. So wondering if you want to do a head-to-head, both using Sol this time.
All right, challenge accepted.
You're up for it? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull up the question. I did not write this question. This comes from a neutral third party. In what % of sessions do users visit all three of homepage, search page, and favorites pages in any order before starting to watch their first movie?
Oh gosh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I got it.
All right, let's go. Sorry, Matt.
Dang it.
Thanks for being the fall guy. Good job.